Ladies and gentlemen, in 1 week, we will be in Baltimore for Bronycon 2018. If you've never been to Bronycon, it is an experience unlike any other. One of the biggest, in fact, the biggest brony convention in the world. And it is not one you want to miss. However, if you're not gonna be able to make it, yes, I will be vlogging, but don't just rely on that. Watch those too, but make sure you're out at Bronycon in 1 week. For the first time ever, at Bronycon, you.
Me.
You're going to Bronycon.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I've never been and I want to.
Why?
It seems fun. Coordinating Who's Line. I'm gonna be on the podcast panel.
Just like every year at Bronycon, Bronycon 2018 is stacked. We have a lot of panels, and that's part of why I am here talking to you now. Why am I on a swing? Well, as the pendulum climbs, the time ticks closer, and we are almost to Bronycon. First, we'll cover the bread of this sandwich as we talk about opening and closing ceremonies. That's Friday morning and Sunday late afternoon. Mark your calendars, folks, because Hooves Line is on Friday this year, not Saturday. It's on Friday in the main hall. So make sure you know to be there Friday, 4:30 to 6 in the main hall, Hooves Line. It is going to be wild. If you've never been to a Hooves Line before, it's basically Hooves Line is Anyway, the TV show, but ponified as well as live and in front of you. Following Hooves Line, from 6:30 to 7:30, there will be a meet and greet in the Harmony Plaza featuring Saber, Silver Quill, and myself. Also happening on Friday, the Bronies React panel in Hall of the Sun from 8 to 9 p.m. Don't miss it. We got a great lineup of reactors that are gonna be taking your questions, a huge Q&A session, and stories galore. Wrapping up our Friday schedule from 10 to 11:30 at night, Saber, Nowacking, and myself will be hosting Brony Palooza. Then we move on to Saturday's events. 10 to 11 a.m. It is the podcasting panel featuring almost everybody on the Semi-Perfect podcast and the POS podcast, including Toodles, Laura, Saber, myself, Black Griffin, oh yeah, and more. Now that panel is gonna be story time, Q&A session, ask us anything, because we're gonna be talking about all sorts of fun topics regarding media, cartoons, MLP, and who knows what, whatever comes up. Probably some childhood stories, hearing how Saber was one of those Nazi children. The podcast panel will be in the Hall of the Sun. Then after lunch, from 1:30 to 2:30, it is another meet and greet featuring Saber, Nowacking, and myself in Harmony Plaza. Moving forward a little bit, on Saturday from 3:15 to 4:15, Saber, and I will be having some fun doing some script reading in the main hall. We move to the later portion of the evening with Saturday 9:30 to 11 o'clock. We are back. That's Saber, Nowacking, and I emceeing Brony Palooza. Saturday night from 11:30 to 12:30 in the Hall of Chaos. It's Horse Famous After Dark, a 21 plus panel, and I have no idea what to expect for this one, except Saber's probably gonna get drunk again.
Naughty boy.
We move on to Sunday, where in Hall of the Sun, Riffing is Magic returns to Bronycon for another year of riffing some terrible, terrible movies. I don't know what we got this time, but it's probably gonna feature an equine. Wish us luck. Riffing is Magic, 11:30 to 12:30. It's basically Mystery Science Theater 3000. Rounding up our Bronycon experience on Sunday, 1:30 to 2:30, it is Saber, and myself in our final meet and greet. Then it's closing ceremonies, and that's a wrap for the Bronycon 2018 schedule, folks. I highly encourage you not only to come on out, but to check out the number of panels that I just mentioned here. The meet and greets will be a lot of fun, an opportunity to get to see us. You see us all over the place at the convention, but this will allow us a little bit extra time to get to talk and meet and interact with all of you. Hooves line we're super stoked for. Riffing, Bronies React. It's gonna be so much fun, folks. This very likely could be the last convention that Saber Spark and myself go to in 2018. So we're gonna make it big, we're gonna make it bad, and we're gonna make it good. Can't wait to see all of you folks at Bronycon. We'll see you in Baltimore! I got like 10 feet of air. Did you see that?
Yeah, a whole like 10 centimeters.
10 feet of air.